I'm burning up, I'm feeling up. Free, forever plagued with this fire inside me. To live or up, to live or die blindly. It's empty, it's bluffing, defining the nothing. Interfering with the call of fate is crawling out of you. And now find comfort in the smallest spaces I've sold out. I know I read, I hope I do right. Sit the right, you different. It's different. Destroy my pain. Destroy my shame. Can't let my life go.
Master, are you okay?
Yeah.
You must still be sleeping. Marion, are you that tired?
It's not that. It's strange. I really don't know what's wrong with me this morning. I feel confused and my heart's beating fast. Am I really still sleepy? No. Hurry up and remember. It's not all gone yet. I abruptly stood up from the table. I just heard something. I stood up and glanced around. But as usual, no one else other than us was in the house. I suddenly got goosebumps. I felt scared and covered my ears. I definitely heard something with my own ears. What was that?
Yukino, what do you mean you heard something?
Tay asked, looking worried. The other boys must not have heard it. Did I hear wrong? I definitely heard a creepy voice. It was a voice I've heard before. Did I hear the voice in my dreams last night? Then, am I still dreaming? Everyone was looking at me with worried faces. Amazing.
It's been a while since we transferred here, but they're still cheering for us.
Yeon didn't really look happy. He doesn't say, but he must be pretty tired of it. I'm worried. No, but more than that, I'm worried for myself more right now. We really took the limo to school today, and as soon as the limo arrived at school, a huge crowd surrounded the vehicle. It looks as if girls surrounded the car all the time and scream at the boys. Their screams felt familiar and strange at the same time. But if I express this, the boys will start worrying for sure. I pretended to be indifferent, but when the car stopped and it was time for us to get off, I was troubled. Who gets off first? I thought for a moment. When do I have to get off to seem natural?
I don't know what choice will give us a good ending here. Let's try to getting off last, because that's what we do.
I was in my seat glimpsing at their expressions. Someone will go out first, right? And as expected, Red got ready to head out.
Then, alright, Commander, let's get out first. Are the sophomores the scapegoats today? Alright, fine. Oh. Okay, what happens when we go first? Because we want to go first.
I'll go out.
What? Here, there's no need.
Everyone looked at me surprisingly. Huh? Is this not it?
I don't know why you changed your mind, but if you get out now, you'll get trampled and die, or get jealous glares from everyone.
Oh, right. I sat down again after hearing what Tay said. I must have gotten out first.
Hero.
Red called me. He didn't have to say more for me to know that I've already worried him. I forced out a bright smile. Sorry, I think I'm still sleepy. I'm fine.
But Red and the other boys still looked worried. I think I'll go with this one because Red gave more of a reaction. I shouldn't have said I'd go first. I was in my seat glimpsing at their expressions.
Someone will go out first, right?
And as expected, Red got ready to head out. Then, alright, Commander, let's get out first. We already knew this. The limo door opened and the two boys stepped out. I could hear the girls screaming and cheering from outside the door. It was as if a celebrity was visiting the school. No, I'll go out next, so the freshmen just follow me. I don't like it, but if you head out first, at least Yeon won't get trampled. We'll do that. Master, will you be fine by yourself?
Don't worry about me. Yeon turned around with his worried face. I stroked his hair. If they all get out from the car, the girls will follow them. Then this place will turn quiet, right? It'll be fine if I get out then. I got ready to get off last.
My honey, be careful, alright?
Okay. I nodded at Yuri's words.
Or worried words.
Yuri opened the door first.
Mr. Yuri!
Yeon and Lance followed them after. God, what is this? Jeez. I heard screams of pleasure as the three boys all went out.
Let me run the fuck out of him!
Let's follow them.
I could see the five boys barely getting through the crowd, and I saw a huge wave of people following them. Thanks to that, it was quiet around here. Alright, now's the time. I opened the door. I could see the school gate far from here, and if I want to get there, I'd have to get through this crowd. I should just naturally mix in the crowd. Alright. I took a deep breath and crammed myself into the shrieking girls.
Yeon! She's still there!
Everyone was so strong. It was hard enough to cram myself in, but when I actually got in the crowd, I couldn't even walk. I was pushed around here and there and moved like that. It was like a packed bus that walks. I almost went mad because of all the screams and pushes coming at me from all directions. No! Huh? I heard someone's voice from behind, but I couldn't even turn around and stumbled at the strong push coming from behind me. I fell to the ground with a thud. Ow! Who pushed me? The push was so sudden and hard I was still flustered. The thud must have been pretty loud since the girls around me moved a bit. I'm glad I wasn't trampled, but it's so humiliating for all of them to stare at me. I clutched onto my hurt leg. I don't know when I should get up.
Oh, I think she fell. Oh my god, she's bleeding.
My face heated up. This won't do. I'll have to limp, but I should get out of here fast. I clutched onto the ground to stand up. It was then. Are you okay? I heard a familiar voice amongst the noisy crowd. It must be Red coming to our rescue, obviously. Red! Red pushed everyone aside and ran towards me. How did he know that I fell? It was useless to get off the car last to avoid the glares. Everyone stopped to see Red and cheered. Your knee's bleeding! And Red seemed just as startled as I was. He looked at my bleeding knee and yelled, "It's an emergency!" Emergency? Get on my back! What? I said get on my back! Wait! I was about to awkwardly get up, but Red just forced me onto his back. My face heated up more from the embarrassment. Red checked that I was safely on his back and looked at the school building far away. Full speed to the infirmary! Hold tight! Red! Red ran in full speed with me on his back. Red, you're so great. I thought he was fast when I saw him play soccer, but this is too fast! Red didn't look around and just ran straight to the building. But I couldn't. I was so bothered by the glares coming toward us. Besides, we ended up passing by Tay. I momentarily caught eyes with him. He widened his eyes. Red, wait. I heard Tay call them from behind, but I don't think Red heard. Red basically displayed my face for all the girls to see and ran into the building. This is a dream. I buried my face on his back. He didn't hesitate to open the door. School nurse, look at her! Red caught his breath and let me down. He was completely reckless about running, but he was careful when letting me down. Red helped me to the chair, but I wasn't really comforted by his kindness because this was the infirmary. No, to be exact, because this was Mr. Eugen's infirmary.
이 녀석 무릎이
She scratched her knee.
빨리
Treat it
치료해줘.
fast!
자넨
Who are you?
무엇이?
Mr. Eugen turned around to see me in red. I could see his eyes flashing behind his glasses. Those sinister eyes were headed at Red. The dark spirits surrounding Mr. Eugen almost gave me goosebumps. But Red didn't seem to care and said the same thing he already repeated 3 times before.
이 녀석
She
무릎이
scratched her knee!
나갔다고!
You treat sick
당신은
students,
당신
hurry
아니야.
up! Mr. Eugen finally looked at my knee, but he soon scoffed. That means he's not interested. Mr. Eugen turned away from us again and said indifferently,
고작
It's
생치를
only a
흔들면
scratch. Just
저기
use
있는 거
anything up there
아무거나
to
대충
wrap it
감아.
up.
뭐?
What?
하얀 걸로
Just rub it
문제르고
with a
빨간
white
걸
thing and put
발라.
on that red
색은
thing.
구별할 수
You can
있겠지.
tell apart
그
colors,
뒤엔
I hope.
붕대든 반창고든
After that,
아무거나
just put
담아.
on a band-aid or something. Terrible nurse you are, Eugen. Red stared at Mr. Eugen quietly. Seeing his face, I could tell he was a bit angry. I should step up before he gets in trouble with Mr. Eugen. I hurriedly reached out to where the disinfectant was. I'll just do it by myself. I endured the painful silence and dipped the cotton ball into the disinfectant. I felt very uncomfortable. I couldn't help but frown when I put the disinfectant on my scratch. It stings. Red flinched by my side as if he felt the pain.
그러고 보니 너는
Come to think of it, Mr. Eugen, who stayed silent, suddenly opened his mouth. Does he really not remember me? I felt a bit embarrassed and answered first. I'm the health commissioner of Class N.
그래
Yeah, it
너였군.
was you. But
그보다
before
말이야,
that,
너.
you. Mr. Eugen's glasses glared. I feel nervous.
골격이
You're like a
완벽한
man
남자를
with
좋아해.
a perfect bone structure. What? What's he saying now? Here we go again. Mr. Eugen peered at Red. Red frowned hard at Mr. Eugen, scanned his body.
훌륭한 골격.
You have a fantastic
너도 그
figure.
전학생들 중
Are you one
하나인데.
of those transfer students?
전학생이
I am a
맞긴
transfer
한데
student. But why are you
뭐야?
staring at me like
왜
that?
그렇게 보는 거야?
'Cause he's a creeper! Mr. Eugen keeps staring at Red. Pedophile. Right, Mr. Eugen has an obsession with bones, which is very creepy. He examined Red head to toe. Red's bone structure were definitely based on that of a doll. That wouldn't have changed even after he turned human. So it's natural that he has a perfect bone structure. And that is very dangerous. Yep. Because this is Mr. Eugen's infirmary! I tugged Red's sleeve. Red looked confused and looked down at me. Red, isn't it time to get ready for class? I'm done cleaning up, so let's go to the classroom.
히로이
Kirin,
정말
are you really
괜찮은 거야?
okay? It was like an obedient puppy the way he came to me and helped me up. I didn't break my leg, so I could walk, but Red insisted that he'd help me. And he whispered in my ear,
여기는
How
대체
the hell does
무슨
a school
기준으로
choose
선생을
the
뽑는
teachers?
거야?
And isn't he
게다가
here
저
to
선생은
treat
이런
students? Red furtively glared at Mr. Eugen and said in a low voice,
게다가 저
Besides, his
안경으로
eyes behind those glasses aren't normal. Red didn't seem scared of Mr. Eugen, but he was definitely wary of him. I can only say it's his instincts. Red, I completely agree with you, so we should get out as soon... Oh, you two. What are you talking about? I don't like those whispers. Mr. Eugen glared at us. I laughed awkwardly and backed off. I tugged at Red, who was trying to stay there. It's nothing. We'll be going back to the classroom now. No, you, Redhead. I have to take a sample. No, Red is busy, so he has to go. The Korean teacher called for him. The Korean teacher? Red, let's go! I did limp a bit, but I hurriedly took Red out of the infirmary. I felt relieved to see the door close and Mr. Eugen disappear from my sight. Safe. Anyways, is your leg okay? Yeah, thanks for taking me to the infirmary. Red still looked serious while peering at my treated knee. I smiled at him, feeling thankful that he cared. But I suddenly remembered. Come to think of it, just now, Red ran with me on his back in front of all those girls. I'm in big trouble. But Red didn't look worried at all, completely ignorant of what he just did. I couldn't help but sigh. I feel too complicated right now, so I should think about that later. I feel like for some reason I'm getting simple-minded too for being with Red. Anyways, I'll go to my classroom. See you at home. Alright. Call me if anything happens, alright?
Okay, alright. I calmed him down and went up to the classroom. We did attract attention, but I know that Red did what he did because he's innocent.
Yes, he's too innocent. Way too innocent.
He must have been so worried there was nothing else he could think of. It's really not easy to have such a straightforward mind. Amazing. No, actually, it's more amazing that he carries out his straightforward thoughts right into action. It's probably possible because it's Red. I tried to get rid of my complicated thoughts and headed to the classroom. Oh, I'm so hungry. Shimmy, take out that lunchbox, quick. I've been waiting for this.
Lunchbox? Shimby rummaged her bag, and she really took out a lunchbox. Soy's eyes sparkled. What's with the lunchbox? Soy's mom made it for us.
Yeah, my mom came to visit.
Soy reached